Guys, Anton here, and today we are going to be taking a look at another solid mid-ranger from Vivo, the Y35. Now, the compromises they made to meet a price point of 14,999 pesos is quite interesting, positioning this device in the market in a quite unique way. But before we get into it, don't forget to follow us on the Zuckerberg apps, Facebook and Instagram, as well as our TikTok, and of course, to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more unboxed content. Now, one of the main focuses and the strongest features on the Vivo Y35 is the battery. One of the main compromises we find in this price point is charging speeds. Lahat man tayo naka-experience na paggising natin na walang battery ang phone natin. With a 5,000 milliamp hour cell, you can be insured a full day's worth of power, but at this price point, you might have trouble charging it up in short notice. But with the Vivo Y35 coming with a 44-watt flash charger, you don't have to worry about that because in just 30 minutes, you can get up to 70% battery life, more than enough to last you a whole day with that 5,000 milliamp hour cell. Now, with this battery, you can get around 14 hours of continuous video watching and up to 7 hours of gaming before even needing to reach for your charger. And you don't even need to leave the phone charging overnight. Just plug it in when you wake up, do your morning routine, and you are good to go. Now, enough about the battery, and let's take a look at the specs on this device where we're getting pretty big things. Starting off with the bigger storage on the Y35, where at this price point, it's incredibly impressive with 8GB of RAM and 256 gigs of internal storage. Now, those numbers may seem pretty unremarkable for a 15,000 peso price point, but Vivo really focused on making the Y35 a stellar device for memory. Now, 256 gigs is pretty standard and is more than enough, but with micro SDXC support, you can save all your favorite offline content from Netflix or YouTube and other streaming platforms, and all the games you want, thanks to that 1TB extension support. But Vivo really went above and beyond with RAM, thanks to an additional 8GB of RAM, thanks to Vivo's extended RAM 3.0 technology, so you get a total of 16 gigs of workable RAM here. So multitasking is of no issue with the added benefit of a much smoother user experience. Now, for the chipset, we're getting an old reliable Snapdragon 680 that gives you quite a modern smartphone experience here with minimal lag for everyday use while still having enough horsepower to push decent frame rates on the Play Store's most popular games. Now, all these specs really make for a pretty great experience on Vivo's FunTouch OS 12 based on Android 12 that offers the whole Google suite and controlled bloatware and even a gaming mode. Now, let's take a look at the display where it is very Vivo as they still stick to the teardrop notch here. But when it comes to specs, this panel is good enough for content consumption and general use, being a 6.58-inch Full HD Plus IPS LCD panel with a higher refresh rate of 90 Hz. Now, this is also paired with a pretty powerful mono speaker that has 17 levels of sound tuning that goes all the way up to 92 decibels and can easily be heard in noisy public places. But of course, if you want a more private listening experience, you can use that 3.5mm jack for your favorite pair of wired earphones. Now, for the cameras, we are getting a 15-megapixel main sensor here, accompanied by a 2-megapixel depth sensor and a 2-megapixel macro. The main sensor actually takes quite great looking shots. From our testing, it can have a tendency to be slightly blurry if you're not focusing on the shot, but with a little care, Vivo's image processing does great for capturing detail even in lower lit situations. The 16-megapixel selfie also takes pretty detailed shots as well and has no trouble focusing on subjects with ample dynamic range. Overall, for the cameras, the 50-megapixel main sensor is the star here, taking pretty great shots even without much setup. And Vivo's imaging algorithms don't disappoint. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at the design of the Dawn Gold colorway here that I prefer over their Agate Black version, mainly because of the awesome wavy gold patterns on the back. Now, we have a very simple yet elegant look to this device with a boxy design framed by this gold color polycarbonate frame. And of course, we have that camera bump that contrasts the rest of the device with this bold black look with a gold trim around the cameras. Now, it's a slim and light phone, only being 8.28 millimeters thick and weighs only 188 grams. And we're still getting complete I/O here with a 3.5 millimeter jack, SIM card slot for your network and micro SD, and all the buttons are found on the right hand side. Now, that's about it for the Vivo Y35, another solid mid-range device with a solid focus on both memory with a solid 16 gigs of RAM and battery, offering a 5000 milliamp hour cell that fills up super quick with their 44-watt flash charger technology. Now, what do you guys think of this device? Let us know in the comments down below, and of course, don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Once again, my name is Anton, and I'll see you guys next time.